Hello everyone. In these sessions, we have discussed about database functions. The database functions are used to perform various database functions or database tasks to make obtaining the result. The database functions is listed here: daverage, dcount, dsum, dget, dmax, and then dmin. So among them, we have to discuss one by one. As when we need performing the database functions, so we need a simple database. That database here as considered the cell range from A2 to E8. It is a sales report which are prepared to performing these database functions. So here, so we have a formula. Now it may delete, and again, so have to calculate. These are results of a particular these functions for practicing. Now we require to type the formula again, how the result is appear using these database function. The first one, daverage. Daverage function is used to return the average value of the given database for the given field on the given criteria. So when we pass a variables into a database functions, those are only three parameters we have to pass into the database functions. Each and every database functions has a three variables. Those are called a database, field, then criteria. So let me see one by one. So is equals to daverage. So here the function is appeared, then select and type on the tab key. So immediately the full function name is appeared with opening bracket. So here in this bracket, so have three variables. Those are called database, field, then criteria. So here the database is considered as a cell range where we have the data. So we have to select the database with a column name. So in this database, so have 5 columns: ID, name, number of products, price, and amount. The database is selected along with its column heading. Then select the field name. So here the field name is nothing but on which columns, so you have to perform the database functions. Here I am performing the database functions on number of product for calculating the average value. Consider as a C2. C2 is considered as a field name called number of products. Then give the criteria. So here criteria. So here we have to put the conditions. So here we can give the cell range. So called name and the single name called Raja. So here we have passed the cell range called B2 to B3. Then type the closing bracket and press and enter. So immediately the 66.5 is average value. Here just see that the name Raja has a twice called here one. ID is 1, then the ID is 3. When we pass the criteria cell range called name and Raja, so it automatically take the name as the Raja. How many Raja are there in the given this field? Those values are added into and divide by them into number of names, how much there appears in the list. So now we can change the name Vijay into Raja. So automatically the average value is also changed. Just see that Raja. So immediately the average value is also changed. See here. Then the second one, Decount functions is used to calculate the number of cells, how many number of cells can containing the numeric constant in the given cell range. So is equals to decount and select the database from A2 to E8 and put the field name called name and give the criteria. So here you can specify the criteria called name and all these 6 cells executives. Just press an enter key. So immediately the result is 0. Here the result is 0 cause on this specified criteria from B2 to B8 these cells doesn't have any numeric constant. That's why the result is 0. If make changes any one cell values as a numeric constant, so immediately it will be counted. So here I can change the Ravi into simple values 12. So it automatically counts as 1. So you can change one more called Raja into 55. Automatically it counts to 2. Means the decount functions is used to calculate the cells which containing only the numeric value. Then move into a next functions called dsum. Dsum functions is similar like sum functions on the mathematical functions. So here in the database functions, the sum function, dsum functions is used to adding the number of values in the given database and criteria. So is equals to dsum and specified the database is from A2 to A8 comma specified the column name called product and specified the criteria, the total number of products on this database are in this column. Then put a closing bracket and press an enter key. So immediately the value will be appear. The value is 311. So 311 is the total value of this column. So here the sum function, the same as sum functions. Then dget. So here these functions is used to get a value or a text when we need to accessing without those column values are not those column values are we don't know. When we don't know about a particular column value in the database, so with the help of those field records, then we can get. So here the functions is equals to dget and specify the database and specify the field name as a column and specified the criteria. So here we have to select the criteria called id is equals to 2. Id is equals to 2. Where the id is equals to 2, so it will the name is appeared here. Name is appeared here. Press an enter key. So immediately the name Pavana is appeared. So if make it change these 2 into a 6, the Ramesh is appeared. Then make it change this ID as a 1. It appears the name called Raja. Where the ID is equals to 1, the name is appears Raja.